Hey, this is Beebee. I'm here with my dog Ruby. We're on Dad Book because we're playing Dream Daddy. Um, it's been like a day or two since I played last, so I'm trying to remember everything that we talked about last time. And I've been doing a little bit of research, and it's interesting. First of all, there's not really any thorough guides on what different grades will result in what endings. It seems like everyone's either like S rank or nothing. Like there's not even really any covering of like the bad endings, which is weird. And maybe because the game is like relatively new, but you'd think people would have like sussed out some of this stuff by now. But what we do know is that, interestingly enough, Robert and Joseph aren't like really possible to end up with. Just like spoiler alert there, I guess. I probably should have prefaced that. But even if you do really, really well, right? And it totally makes sense, like Joseph is still married. Which is like sad, but like I dig it. Like you had kind of this weird emotional affair. And probably in an event where he and Mary split of their own accord, that would be one thing. But I wasn't comfortable being like the kind of person who would like, I wasn't like having Noodles like be the kind of person to like break up a relationship. You all observed that as I was like, I don't know what to do with this situation because it's starting to get a little bit hinky. But like, that's what's going on with Joseph. He'll eventually just be like, I need to focus on my family, which I'm down. Makes sense. Robert isn't prepared really for a relationship. He really likes you, but it is what it is. But I found out, yes, he does have a kid. That's all I'll say about it. But the kid is alive. So God bless America. Okay. Brian's got a good and a bad ending. I know Hugo has a good ending. Matt has like a kind of a middle of the road thing going. Damien obviously has a good ending. I don't know what's up with Craig. All I know, I saw a lot of shirtless pictures in his, and I wasn't comfortable with that. So where we are is kind of stuck in a place where I'm terrified of making the wrong move here, and progressing in a way that is either a bad ending with the characters I would like to see an ending with, or a good ending with fucking Brian, and that's where we're at. So, and we're back. Sorry about the pause in footage there. It probably wasn't super noticeable, but I just wanted to call it out. I keep getting phone calls from work, as per usual. What else is new? So, I am thinking about this, and it would feel like a break in the narrative to completely start over, because, right, as I mentioned, we're just kind of SOL for endings at this point, but we've come so far with this, and my ultimate plan is to go through, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit up Craig's ending, and then Hugo's ending, and then try to get through Matt's ending, and then if you guys want to see the rest, let me know, and we'll cover that. We'll cover Robert, Joseph, and Damien. But what we're doing is we're going to follow through with Brian, and it's interesting, right? Because it's not that he has worn us down necessarily. I think my major hang-up with him is that we haven't had any discussions of any depth the way that we have had with some of the other matches, right? He hasn't talked about any of his shortcomings or any of his fears or anything like that. He's just been pretty even keel. He's the most well-adjusted person, but at the same time, like, you can have problems and worries and fears and still be well-adjusted. So I struggle with him because he doesn't feel like he's fully fleshed out in the way that the others have, and it doesn't feel like he has fully invested his emotional energy in us the way that some of the others have. But he's always been really nice. It's really obvious that Noodles has kind of this cartoonish Wile E. Coyote obsession with him that is probably an unrealized crush, and then Amanda obviously knows that. Amanda gets along so well with his kid, so I think that's something, and Amanda always wanted a dog. So, I mean, narratively it makes sense. I think it could be fun to pursue can finish the narrative off with Brian, I feel like the game has been dragging me kicking and screaming into this conclusion. We're stuck. This is how it's gotta be. This has been the story of Noodles, which has unfolded before me, and Noodles Noodles has reached the horizon of his choices and realized that this was the choice before him all along. Oh no. So that's okay. I feel like that makes sense for the story we have set up. We've got, we entered into Dad Book looking for friends. We made some really solid friends. We made great friends with Matt, Craig, Joseph, Robert, and Hugo. Damien is trying to court us, but it's just not going to happen. And, we could do that one song. Was that... I wanted to say, was it Hoobastank? No. With Accidentally in Love from Shrek. Oh god, no. It's Shrek. We're playing Shrek. The Green. Oh no. I'm losing my mind. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish off with Brian. I'm going to break here for a second. But then we'll be right back. I just want to make sure that I'm on time and I know how much time I have. Alright. See you on the other side. Fuck. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. God, no! Oh, jeez. Oh, my tummy is just in knots, y'all. Fuck. It's fine. I don't hate Brian. I don't... Do I? No, I don't. My issue is that the relationship is not built on any solid foundation, necessarily. But I'm just really interested to see kind of where this is going to go. Let's just do it. Let's just nut up and do it. I may get too embarrassed to read things, and I'll try to power through it. It has nothing... It's entirely to do with my own self-consciousness and complete refusal to be authentic and like sincere about anything and just like completely melt down. So we'll see how we do. But if it gets too bad, we'll figure something out. So it says, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Have we been dating necessarily? That's a little bit of my problem with this game, is the pacing, where we're locking this guy down. We've only hung out with him twice. First one under the guise of just a completely platonic hangout. Second time, pretty much the same thing. The only one who's had any significant build-up to, well, a couple of people. The only ones who have had significant build-up to a relationship are Damien, for sure. Possibly Joseph, but then he turns you down. And that's it, really. That I can think of, anyway. But we'll see how this goes. Maybe third date, third hangout, more or less, is not necessarily the solidification of a relationship, is more as the realization of feelings. So we have like 5 minutes for this, and then we'll start a new episode, and that'll probably be the meat of it. Let's just do it. Let's just fuck it. We're doing it live. It's okay if you don't come in first, just make sure you have health insurance. I spent the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. I'm doing that now. I'm all bundled up in a nice cozy blankie. And my flippy floppies. Third coffee of the day. No! Noodles! And doing my second word jumble. Oh, of course he's doing word jumbles. Noodles and his fucking word jumbles. Man, this is the life. This one spells door. Amanda, make your own word jumble. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? I fucking love the fair. I love going to the fair. There's a fair?
Ugh.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell.
Oh.
I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing. I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? She walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel distance. Oh my god. How can you not notice the fair, Noodle? I love the Noodles. I love the fair. All right, that one. I thought you meant the other carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. It's okay. Like, you don't have to go do something like quote unquote actual fun if you need some time to like unwind and be alone in your own room. But this is Noodles we're talking about, who cannot say no. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park dog clock cereal. Amanda! Why would you ruin my fun like this? You've betrayed us. I thought you loved me. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word they all spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. She's so smart. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. My excuse is that I want to chill out at home. Is that okay? God. She pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Like, how so? Don't touch me. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. No, Amanda. Excuse you. Got it. And no flip-flops, not after last time. What happened? We don't talk about last time. What happened? Oh no. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. Don't roll your eyes at me. So what is the first thing you're going to do at the fair? Ruby, don't do that. She's chewing on her arms again. You, Miss Thing. I'm talking to you. She gives me the same sarcastic eyes that Amanda does. Alright. Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it's tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. I will eat anything deep fried. Fucking absolutely. Deep fry is my life. I know it's bad for me. I don't care. One time I went to a fair and had deep fried pudding. Hey. It was actually okay. The pudding was too hot. Pudding's supposed to be cold. That's the only problem. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. Corn dog, deep fried Oreos, Viking, and French fries. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. Yeah, I have faith in you. Alright, we're coming up on time, so I'll pick this up in the next episode. Appreciate you. Oh god.